Okay, all right. I am about to finish the battle pass. Actually, probably would have finished it much earlier had I done all the daily missions. I did like most of them for like a month, and then for a bit there, I stopped doing them every single day. I just did them like here and there when I played. Um, Probably for like the last 2 weeks or so, I haven't been doing them regularly, but I did them earlier today and realized I was at the end of the battle pass. So I was like, all right, well, I'll wait for the next daily missions, and then well, we did Saturday night. Why don't we do a little MultiVersus stream for fun? Finishing up the battle pass. It probably won't take very long, because I'm on tier 49 here, and it's 50 tiers, and it's the 1st of October. So battle pass goes until I think November 15th. So yeah, we're finishing it pretty quickly. I wonder if they'll change how long a season is. Maybe it'll be more like 2 months next time. Or what, if they'll play around with that at all. Just because I feel like a lot of people are finishing the Battle Pass pretty quickly this time. I've seen a lot of people have already finished it, so I feel like I'm actually finishing it a little late to most people who are playing this game regularly. Though at the same flip side of that token, I guess, is like we probably played a lot because the game just came out. Like, so your casual player might not play as much season 2 as they did season 1 because it was like the beginning of the game. I don't know. Let's season 2 starts the like actual launch. It's still an open beta. So I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here about it, but feels like I finished the battle pass quicker than the battle pass anticipates you to finish it because it ends in November, and so now from here until mid-November, there's no reason for me to get battle pass points. Unless they carry over. It'd be nice if they made the battle pass points like turn into gold or something. I'm just sharing the link places here if you hear me typing. It'd be nice if they had the battle pass points turn into gold or something after you've completed it, or maybe you could cash in like every 1,000 or 2,000 battle pass points you get after 50. You can cash in for like 100 gold or 50 gold or 20 gold, any gold, anything. It'd be kind of nice. People say, hey, PapaGenos, hello. Somebody asked me, who's my favorite character? Who's my favorite character in Multiverses so far? Finn. Finn is my favorite who's in here so far. Should I get the battle pass when is it going to end? It's not going to end until November 20 or November 15th. So you have a long time to finish it. Haven't unlocked the premium one, but since I'm going to finish it, I'll unlock the premium one and get all those nice stuff at the bottom of the battle pass. Once I've unlocked it here. Pretty sure the extra points are still useless right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are too. So I'm going to be playing. I'm not going to have a reason to pop into Multiverses, every day or close to every day to do the daily missions and stuff, or even the seasonal milestones for a month and a half now, which is quite a while to not really have anything that I'm doing in the game, matter that much towards unlocking anything. So it would be really nice if the extra battle pass points turned into gold, or even if it was a large amount of them, could be cashed in for a small amount of gold. Like I said, like 2,000 battle pass points for 100 gold, 50 gold, 20 gold, something like that. It would just give you a reason to keep popping in and doing it, especially once the shop opens, and hopefully the shop is a rotation of things that have an alternate amount of gold you can pay instead of Gleamium to buy them when they're in rotation. So it said I already got the freaking Robin skin before October. Yeah, I think a lot of people did. I like the last week or two, I stopped doing the dailies so often because I was in like the early 40s, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to hit this before November 15th. And, at the start, I was playing like every day, making sure I got every single battle pass point, and I was really, on top of it, because I was like, I want to make sure I don't fall behind or whatever. And then by the time I got to, like I said, like the 40s, I was like, okay, this is not going to take me till November 15th to do it. So yeah. So it says, still waiting on a big update to this game. Yeah, this game to me is more like potential than what it is right now. Because right now, like especially after I finish this battle pass, there's not going to be too much reason to keep playing besides to get better at the game and when a new character rolls out. They have the Halloween event, so I'll probably play that again. So that Halloween event, whenever that happens, will definitely pull me back in. I'll probably play every day during the Halloween event to get Halloween currency and get whatever the Halloween stuff is. Most likely, there'll probably be something in there that I'll want. So I'll probably do that. And then a new character will come out every once in a while, so there'll be reason to play that. And of course, if I just want to get better at the game or play the game, but there won't be so much of like I should pop in every day and play the game. So I definitely think they should do something with the extra battle pass points. I don't know if having them carry over to the next battle pass is the right move, because that would be like, it would deter me from when the next battle pass comes out to start playing dailies again, because I'd be like, well, I already played the whole month before that, and that's just all going to carry over. So I think the best solution is to have it where you could cash in excess battle pass points for gold, like between you finishing the battle pass and the next one coming out, cash it in for gold. I think that's the best option. Nate is here, said, yo, first time catching a stream. Nice. Okay, well, Nate, you are here. You are here for the battle pass. What do you think the next character will come out? That's a good question, actually. We're October 1st here. I feel like the next character is probably Stripe. And I also feel like Black Adam's going to come out for his movie. So that's on the 21st. So maybe around like before the 14th, if they can do it 2 weeks after Rick-ish. And then the 14th through, I don't know, Black Adam come out on the 21st. That wouldn't be 2 weeks after that. So I don't know. I feel like it's got to be something like that to get Black Adam in, and then probably Beetlejuice or Wicked Witch, or maybe both of them for Halloween. I feel like October's got to be pretty stacked with characters, because I think Stripe's definitely next. I think Black Adam's got to come out for his movie, and I think we're probably gonna get a Halloween rep. So yeah, it feels like there's a lot. What do you think they broke the 2-week pattern with Rick? I think he probably just took longer. They added his electric whip attack that was in the latest season that's airing right now. I think that episode only aired like 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe before we got Rick. So they were probably working on him right up until they released him. I just think that's the reason why he took a little bit longer. I mean, technically Gizmo broke the 2-week pattern too, because Gizmo got delayed by a couple days, and I think Morty was more than 2 weeks after LeBron, because they delayed the start of season 1 a little bit. So I think they want to do 2 weeks, but are probably, it's in open beta still. I think that doesn't get talked about enough. I honestly think they released the game probably earlier than they should have, because I think they wanted the Evo hype. I think they wanted to have a playable game out for Evo. So they probably could have done an open beta around Evo and done it like the closed alpha, where it was like a week and then they take it away from us and put it back in the oven for like a month or two. But I think they were generous enough to just be like, no, we'll just leave it out, put a preseason battle pass, and just go into season 1 and just start releasing characters every 2 weeks and see how good we can do that. But technically it's still open beta. There's no shop, no ranked mode. There's only like 5 stages or something. This is definitely, I think a lot of people are judging the game a little too early. I think like next year, like when we get through the next like 3 months, we'll probably have a good amount of modes, a good amount of more characters in the roster, probably a couple more stages. That'll probably be more like what they should have launched the game at. And then go from there. And then I think the game has a ton of potential from there. If they have a shop with rotating skins and ring outs and banners all the time, getting a new character. I don't know if it's going to be every 2 weeks at that point, but even if it's a character every month, that's really, really fast for character releases. I think the game will be really, really awesome to speculate and go from there. Also, I think leak-wise and stuff, we'll have a lot less idea of what's going to happen. I think we'll be more in the dark. By like the end of this year, I feel like we'll be in the dark again to some extent. We'll have like, the huge leaker actually characters. We'll have probably a couple of the data mine characters haven't come out yet or something. But I think we'll be less sure of who's going to happen when and everything. So I think the game's going to be really great in a couple months. But they're still testing stuff. It's still open beta. I don't think enough people are, paying attention to that. Yeah, they do have literal cannibalism. You are right, Supersonic Al. They do have cannibalism with the Arya pies, because she killed the Freys and cooked them as pies in the show. So, sorry, minor spoiler warning there for anybody who hasn't finished Game of Thrones at this point. Mortal Kombat character would be cool. Primal Rage would be great. Yeah, I would want Sauron, just so we could have Sauron fighting potentially Gandalf. Because I liked Sauron in Primal Rage because I was a big Lord of the Rings fan. Like, when I was a little kid, I watched like Lord of the Rings like cartoons and stuff. So, yeah, I would want Sauron, because just seeing his name being Sauron was like, whoa, it's like a Lord of the Rings reference. And that was before the Peter Jackson films, when not much did Lord of the Rings references back then. So they're playing the long game. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think people need to really appreciate that this game, is a work in progress that we're allowed to play early. And I definitely think, I'm saying like 3 months from now, I think the game will be more like where it should have been at launch. But I think like a year from now, the game's going to be like really exciting. I think the roster is going to be pretty big. We'll probably have a lot of stages. I think the whole rotation of what stuff you can unlock will be awesomely huge and fun to like wait for stuff. I think events will be really fun at that point. So yeah, I think this game is like, because it just has that potential to be the platform fighter in a free-to-play kind of Fortnite model, which I think is like the right way to do a platform fighter. So, yeah. Mickey Mouse could get in the game because he's public domain in 2024. Yeah, that'd be interesting. It would be, I think like Disney owns like a certain design of Mickey even after that, but yeah, you could technically put Mickey Mouse in. Unless Disney appeals to the government again to make some new copyright law, which wouldn't shock me. Characters every 2 weeks is fine in my opinion, but it's ambitious. Yeah, it's a little too ambitious. I agree. It's a little too ambitious, especially at this point in the game when we don't have so many things that feel like they, again, should probably be here. I'm wondering if at Season 2, like in late November, early December, somewhere in there, if maybe they'll do another like CGI trailer for the release of the launch. They'll actually call it like the launch of the game, and they'll add a bunch of modes, maybe a couple stages, maybe multiple characters at once. And like do another hype, like, okay, that was open beta for the last like 2 or 3 months here. Now it's the game's launching, and maybe that will again give us like what the game should be at its base. How long do I think it take to get the roster as big as Smash Ultimates? How many characters are we at now? Like 20-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 14. 16, 17, 18, yeah, we have 20. So we're at 20 already. We have to get up to 80. I think it'll take more than a year, but it might honestly be in its like second year. It could get up around there, maybe by the end of its second year. I think probably by the end of next year, it'll probably be at more of a somewhere between 40 to 60, somewhere in there. I feel like we'll be there. So yeah, I'd probably say by its second year, it'll probably be at close to Smash Ultimates, something like that, somewhere in there, which is crazy to think about. And then it doesn't seem like at that point they would stop, so it'll just keep going. So even if like let's say 2 years from now we get a Smash Ultimate Deluxe, maybe they'll add a free-to-play model. This game would probably be rivaled with amount of content already. So. But I don't know if Smash will ever come back as a free-to-play model. I don't know if Sakurai would ever want to do that. But yeah, it's interesting. I feel like if a Sora amiibo isn't coming, Sakurai would have said so in Sora's presentation. Yeah, I think probably I think either one of two things is happening with the Sora amiibo. Also, let me just interject this real getting I'm waiting the minute and 30 seconds for the missions to start before I start playing. So that's why I'm just talking at the beginning here. I'm waiting for 8 p.m. my time to start gaining Battle Pass points. Yeah, my guess with Sora, the Sora amiibo, is that they didn't want to like announce the Sora amiibo too early, so that we'd like forget about it, or it wouldn't be something they could hype reveal in like 2 years or a year and a half, however long it takes. So they didn't do it because of that, but maybe they knew that Sora was coming anyway. They know Sora amiibo is happening. They just don't want to reveal it until it's close to when it's happening to hype it when it does. Or the other thing is, they didn't have the rights to do a Sora amiibo yet, but they also didn't want to say no one isn't coming, and Sakurai is going to work on getting the rights to the Sora amiibo, and then they'll announce it, in the future at some point, when it makes more sense to do so. Did they end they finally ended the One Big Summer. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't see that. I think earlier today, the One Big Summer event was like still available. I'll just check real quick to see if those costumes are. Who has one of the? There was a Steven had a summer costume. Yep, and is that this? That's Coach Steven. Was there a different one? Was Coach Steven his summer outfit? Velma has the luau one. I know that. Oh, you can still buy it. Okay, yeah, you can still buy the One Big Summer things. Okay, they got rid of it over here. It was one of the things here. They said it was going to end on the 27th, but it didn't. So I don't know. I guess if you still want the summer skins, you can just buy them in the collection. I feel like they're not sure exactly how to regulate everything. All right, today's missions. New missions in 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Do I have to like move around? Do I have to? Go in the lab and come back out, see if I have missions. We're getting Multiverses amiibo. What I would really like them to do, because they did it for Evo, is they made the character cards. They're like these like holographic character cards that say their class and a couple of their moves on it. They made character like trading cards and they handed them out at Evo for all the base game characters or all the characters that were out during Evo. I would love for them to put out Multiverses like packs of cards, and you could get characters. Maybe they could have stages and costumes and stuff as like maybe your rare would be a character, like a shiny character card, and then the rest would just be stuff from the game, and put those out as packs. I would totally buy that. I would totally collect that like I do Amiibo. So I think they should do those. Yeah, those were really cool. They were sick. As much as figurines are really cool, the missions aren't here. Do I need to like close out of the game, or do the missions just take a little while sometimes? I don't know if I've ever actually sat in the game. During the mission thing. All right, well let's play for a second. Let's play around because I have other things. Let's see what else I have to do. I have the daily milestones. We can always do those. Win 20 matches as a tank character. Most assists. Oh, there they are. Okay, boom, there they are. They showed up. 800 damage to other players. That'll just happen. Win a match as character from DC. So Wonder Woman and Superman are both tank characters from DC. So we'll play as them. Ring out an enemy who has less than 60 damage. That one's always a little tough, though. Maybe a Superman doing his throw thing will be easy. Okay, 800 damage is probably... Yeah, okay. I was going to say free-for-all might be good for that, but whatever. Should I just play normal, or... I'll do bots. Bots are always easy to get the wins on. We'll do team bots because I need to get ring outs, right? Yeah, I'll just do that. And we'll play as Superman.
Choose your character.
I don't play as Superman, so I might be terrible as him, but I just want to do the win 2 matches as a character from DC, and that'll go towards my... I think I have to win like 20 matches as a tank character, and I have like 16 or something in my milestones. What do you think Smash Bros. Future will actually be? I do not know. I do not know. Yeah, it's tough to say. What I would want, my hope would be to just take Smash Ultimate, do Smash Ultimate Deluxe for like a Switch Pro, and just go from there. Maybe turn it into a free to play model for like DLC forever or something for it. But I don't know. That would be my optimum, thing I would want them to do with it. But it's possible they just do a brand new Smash. I just don't see how a brand new Smash, if the roster has to get cut after Ultimate, I don't see how a brand new Smash is going to be that in time. I'll still be excited, and I'll still want to see what new characters happen and see how the game plays and everything. What kind of story mode maybe they'd add to it or something like that. But yeah, definitely doesn't seem. Did my Iron Giant teammate just like kill himself? SD, bummer. That might make it hard to win a match as Superman here if. My teammate is just gonna die in the first 10 seconds of the match. Alright, there we go. I'd have to ring out from the edge of the map. What was I playing as? No, I was winning as a character from DC, and there was something else I did for Superman. Tank, character from DC. Oh, 800 damage? No, that was me thinking about free-for-all. I don't know. I can never remember all the daily missions and stuff. Actually, you know what's really annoying? Is the milestones. You can't look at them. I hope they... And again, down the pit in the middle of the stage. The milestones, you can't look at them in between matches unless you go over to like where the like battle pass menu is. Like you can't scroll, and they have the first like 6 of them you can see, and then you can't scroll. Oh, Iron Giant, come on, man. This is just a bad stage to have an Iron Giant bot on. Alright, now I really gotta beat LeBron here before Iron Giant decides to die again. Or I die, I guess. Cheap Superman throw off the stage death form, that'd be great. Okay, sweet. We won. Victory! Iron Giant didn't really help, but we won. Mario and Sonic coming to Multiverses to advertise. Yeah, if they were like you said, movie Mario and movie Sonic, that would be somewhat acceptable. I feel like I don't mind stuff from like the WB games, or what is it? Who makes Mortal Kombat? You know, that whatever the companies that WB owns that are game related. I don't mind that stuff getting in. That's cool with me. But I definitely just don't want. Oh, it was ring out opponent with less than 60 damage. That was what I was going to try to do with Superman because he's good at throwing people off. I didn't do it. All right, try to do it this match.
Should you fall, I'll catch you.
Mario movie versus Emmett. Yeah, because it'd be Chris Pratt versus Chris Pratt. Fred Flintstone feels like inevitable. I don't know when he'd happen, but he feels like it's like Fred Flintstone, Daffy Duck. There's some like main. We know about the Joker from Data Mines and stuff, but the Joker, there's some like main characters from like DC and Looney Tunes and Hanna-Barbera, Cartoon Network, the Powerpuff Girls, Animaniacs. There's some stuff that just feels so staple, like it's definitely going to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. Yeah, I don't mind video game characters in here. I just want them to make sense. I don't want, like, some people want Multiverses to fill in for, like, oh, we didn't get Master Chief, we didn't get Crash Bandicoot and Smash, so put them in here. But I just don't think it doesn't have the same like impact or punch as them getting in Smash. It doesn't scratch the itch of me. Like I still want them for Smash, but still feel like they didn't happen yet. Same Geno's in that boat too. I mean, if Geno got in this game would be sweet, but yeah, it doesn't really scratch my itch to get Geno back with Nintendo and back in Smash and just everything that would be for me. I can play Geno in a platform fighter, and people have done like mods and stuff, like Project M mods and stuff with him, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for his actual acknowledgement of the character and see what Sakurai would do with him. And there's a lot to that. All right, I was supposed to try to keep people at less than 60 damage, but it's not happening. The easiest way to get that one before was do it with Morty, but the Morty gold trick doesn't work anymore.
Back in the game.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind video game characters in this game. I just want them to make sense. I don't want it to just be like a band-aid for them not getting in Smash. So, personally, like Master Chief in this game doesn't appeal to me that much. Like Rayman in this game. Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, like, it's cool, but it just feels like people wanting stuff they want for Smash in a different platform fighter. And, like, isn't Rayman in, like, Brawlhalla? Like, that's cool. Like, if you're a Brawlhalla fan, that's really cool. It's sweet. But it doesn't, you still want him for Smash. Like, it doesn't change anything. Alright. I think I'm going to be able to get Garnet's already under 60. The 60 damage one really should, I feel like it should be changed like under 100. It's very hard to, like it happens, but I just feel like it's difficult. You beat someone when they're under 60 damage. It's difficult because you can only start to like actually ring out people around 60 damage, and like even if I get a good spike at like, but if they're at 40 damage, it like doesn't kill them. Like even if the spike would kill, or it like gets them, but the damage from doing the spike or doing whatever I did to get them off the stage puts them over 60 when they when they die. So it's like, I don't know. It's not my favorite.
Match point. Blue team.
I might re-roll it, but I'll just get through the other ones and see what other daily missions I have. Because I absolutely hate get a projectile ring out. Though, honestly, with Superman being in the free rotations right now,
Match point. Red team.
he gets projectile ring outs from doing his throw, so maybe I won't re-roll a projectile ring out situation. Usually that's the one I change. Also, I'm surprised I still see like block a projectile with Wonder Woman's shield as a daily mission, but Wonder Woman is no longer the character you unlock for free with the with beating the tutorial. Now you get Shaggy. So I wonder if they'll get rid of those and do Shaggy specific ones or what. But I don't have Shaggy unlocked, so it's weird. Charles Martinet and Roger Craig Smith could voice Mario and Sonic's video game counterparts as variants. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like their normal versions or their video game versions. Please don't talk about Sega. They're doing NFTs now, are they really? Yeah. Sega. All right, so I have one thing completed, I have to still beat someone less than 60 damage. I get 2 ring outs while at higher damage than your opponents. Deal 800 damage. All right, I'm gonna play free for all as Finn, I think. Sweet. I only have a Superman signature perk here. I really should have got everybody up to level 15 before they made it twice as long to get them to 15.
Choose your character.
What was I just talking about? Oh, Sega. Yeah, they're not. Seems like they fell quite a bit, and I still like their games, but. All right, so I have to do 2 more matches as a tank character. Maybe I'll do free for all as Superman, because I feel like at free for all when the edges come in, you tend to get kills of people at less than 60 right at the end. I'll do 2 more matches as Superman. See if we can complete those dailies here. All right, why not? Bots, free for all, Superman.
I won't let you down.
So it's a finished Battle Pass the other day. They need to make it where you can get gold instead of Battle Pass after completing. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier when I first started the stream. But I think there should be something where the excess Battle Pass points you have can be cashed in for. It can even be a low amount of gold. Like it can be thousands of Battle Pass points for like 10 gold or whatever. I don't care. But there should be a reason for me to want to still do the dailies, still do the seasonal milestones right up until the end of the Battle Pass. And if the shop exists and the shop has, you know, the stuff that costs Gleamium for an alternate gold price, that'll be all the more reason for me to want to collect gold. Because right now I'm basically collecting gold to try to get the Fred icon. Because I bought the Founders Pack and I could unlock every character right now. I just haven't done it. Haven't clicked on it. Yeah, it just feels like they should give me a reason to still want to do Battle Pass points. Otherwise, next month and a half, I'll keep playing the game. But I don't know if everybody would keep playing the game if they've already completed the Battle Pass. And you do not want people dropping off your game. It's one of the reasons, honestly, the Battle Pass should have enough Gleamium to buy the next Battle Pass. It's something I believe Fortnite does that, where you can earn the whatever currency, or you can earn the next Battle Pass if you beat this one, because that makes everybody play the Battle Pass a lot to then get to the next Battle Pass. And then when you're there, it's like, well, I better complete this Battle Pass so that I don't have to pay for the next one, and then you end up playing a lot, and that makes your player base, that makes your player count very high, because everyone is playing because they bought the Battle Pass once, and they know if they don't complete a Battle Pass in one season, they're going to have to buy it again. So they should definitely do that. There should be the minimum amount of Gleamium in the Battle Pass should be what it costs to, you know, buy the next. But again, the game is an open beta, and they're tweaking stuff. Like, they changed, you know, who you get from beating the tutorial. They changed, it takes twice as long to get characters to tier 15. You know, they're changing stuff around because I don't think they, you know, they're playing around with the numbers and what the game's going to be like and what's the right way to do it. They may even play around, maybe a season will only last 2 months instead of, like, I forget what this one is, it's like 3.5 months or 2.5 months, rather. Maybe it'll just be a month and a half or 2 months. Because if I beat this Battle Pass in a month from like, or actually no, it was mid-August, right? So yeah, this is lasting 3 months. So if I beat the Battle Pass here in about 2 months, or a little less than 2 months, like a month and a half, because it was like half of August and all of September. Then yeah, give people 2 months, because this was also, remember, this is the start of the game, so I probably played more than, like, I might, you know, 6 months from now, I might not be as into Multiverses for like a month or two there, and I wouldn't want to have to play as much as I did here every single day to beat it in a month and a half if I only had 2 months to do it. 2 months, or if I only had a month to do it or something like that. So 2 months feels like a good sweet spot. I beat it in a month and a half, playing quite a bit. If I play this amount, but a little bit more staggered over time when I'm maybe not playing Multiverses quite as much as I did as soon as the game came out, 2 months feels like a good sweet spot. Not 3. That would be my thing. Someone said the Discord server got hacked. Oh, somebody asking about my Discord like a while back. Yeah, it got hacked a little while back. It's fixed now. We lost some stuff some like old archived stuff. But other than that, the Discord's the same and stuff. Sorry for anybody who got spammed with a bunch of messages. Yeah, that sucked. I didn't do any of the daily missions yet. Yes, I'm excited for the Mario movie trailer. Definitely, Mario movie. I think if I do one more match as Superman, one more win. Let's do Finn. Right, less than 60 damage kill. 2 ring outs at higher damage than my opponent. Neutral attack 30. Yeah, definitely Finn, because Finn can do his neutral. He can just spam the high five like easily. Ring outs will higher damage and less than 60 kill. Alright, I tend to get all that kind of stuff with Finn. Yeah, Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, and probably the Dr. Harleen Quinzel skin, I imagine, all come out at the same time. Yeah, the server did get its name changed to delete the effing server for my Discord when it got hacked. Finn's my main. Yeah, Finn's my main too. Somebody did a really cool. They did like artwork for an alt for Finn, just like, you know, fan artwork, and it's him from it was called Distant Lands, when it's like the future, and he has the Jake tattoo, and he's got like a beard and obviously his robot arm. But it's like older Finn. He's like shirtless with a backpack and jeans. Somebody drew like alternate art of him for Multiverses for that, and Tony liked it. So I hope they get that as a Finn alt, because I would totally main adult Finn as my preferred Finn alt. Fern should happen at some point. We've known about Fern for a while. It's pretty cool. Ooh, oh wow. Guess I shouldn't talk and play. Somebody got a less than 60 kill on me there. Finn can usually get less than 60 kills. Good.
Don't worry, I've got you.
Spiker keeps on edge, but look, everybody's getting damage on him. Yeah, he already has more than 60. Does anybody have less? One or one. Gotcha. And this will get her over to 60. Yeah, you really have to try to get the 60 kill, I guess, at the end of the very end of a free-for-all match when the edges are coming towards you. Or you just get a, I mean, you can get a cheap kill. I get cheap kills this one all the time, but... Alright, Morty died, so I can try to get a kill on him.
Nope. That's not how this is gonna go. I've got you.
I also hate having to pay attention to the opponent's percentages like this to try to get a kill. Like, who am I going after? And it always like changes. Alright, was that a Steve? That was probably Steven kill at less than 60. That definitely was. I don't know if he gave it to me or not. Alright. Yeah, playing against AI is a fast way to earn battle pass points, definitely. Doing the dailies. And, I mean, my my rank in this game is not good at all, or whatever they call it when you look at that. And it's mostly from doing a lot of the battle pass stuff. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm also not that great at the game, but it's definitely partly due to doing a lot of the battle pass stuff. Just going online and playing against actual people and not doing so good because I'm not trying to beat them. I'm trying to get like 7 dodges, or I'm trying to get a very specific kill on someone. Alright, first use an emote, easy. Oh, I forgot to do neutral attack 30 times, so I could probably do that in a single match. I don't do free for all anymore though, because free for all has a time limit. Not that I can't do it in like 2 minutes, but
your character.
we'll do. I'll just do team bots again. Because I think I also have to do a certain amount of like rematches or something. Okay, Finn. I'll emote and spam high five. Emote and spam high five. Just gotta remember to do it. Raider said, "Hello there, Papa. Hello. How are you?" Yeah, I don't know what arcade mode is. I think we still don't know. There was something about there being bosses for it, I think, a while back. But a lot of the stuff in the early data mines feels like I think they were throwing a lot of ideas at the wall. It might not ever be exactly what we get for all this stuff. Yeah, I don't know what arcade mode's going to be like. Yeah, Mordecai and Rigby would be really good. They're up there for the most wanted characters. There's a poll of characters I saw, and I may do some kind of video on it eventually. It was like hundreds of characters, listing them as like, you know, most requested and stuff like that. I might just do a video just going through, like maybe even a stream, going through all the characters, who's most requested, you know, going down the line of how I feel about characters. If I think somebody should have been higher up, or I like them more, or whatever. I'm supposed to spam high five. This is easier than I'm making it. So I might make a video on that poll, that character poll. And just talk about all different characters, because there's so many characters for this game. Like it's so hard for me to make like my most wanted characters for myself. So it's a lot easier to just look at a giant list of characters and like talk about them that way. And be like, oh man, I love that guy. Than try to like come up with 20 to 40 that are like characters I really want. It might be fun to just talk about that. But anyway, Mordecai and Rigby are high up on that list. I have most of the polls I've seen. I may still also make a like my most wanted characters thing, but I just felt like talking about a already done poll of characters with like hundreds to talk about. And it'd probably help me narrow down some choices. I'm sure there's going to be characters on there that I probably didn't think about that other people are requesting. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, we get to 30, 15. Yeah, Walter White. Walter White's up there. Walter White's definitely in the top 10. I think I'm trying to remember the top 10 off the top of my head that I saw, but it was Ben 10, Walter White, Mordecai and Rigby, Animaniacs, I think Robin, I don't remember the order after that. Samurai Jack was pretty high up there, I think. Do you think it's a good idea to have a Dark Knight or Joker variant of the Joker? Yeah, that'd be cool. Like a Heath Ledger one?
Let's go!
Be cool with me. Particular stage I want to see. I would actually love to see. There's probably a lot of stages I could come up with, but one that's been on my mind is I would love to see a Gremlins stage. It'd be cool if Stripe came with one, because the Gremlins music is so good. Perform a neutral attack 30 times, I only did it once, so maybe I have to connect with it. Okay, maybe they made it so I have to connect, because I totally spammed it a lot more than that. Yeah, but I'd love to see a Gremlins stage, specifically for the music would be, like, the Gremlins theme is great. I'd love to see a Multiverses version of that music. And then if it was a Gremlins stage, probably either the movie theater from the first movie, or I forget what the name of the corporation's called, but it's the corporation that has, like, it's like I think the C and whatever the corporation's name is like clamping down on the earth. That building with its movie studio and the lab and the offices, they could make that maybe a multi-tiered, like 3 stages. One could be like the Halloween movie set, one could be the lab, one could be the offices. Would be a really cool stage. Rick is likely going to get nerfed in some way. Yeah, I imagine so. He's very, very good. Warner Brothers Tower from Animaniac is supposedly coming, or at least a Warner Brothers Tower. I don't know if it's from Animaniacs or not. Okay, the game kicked me out here. And I feel like I did the neutral attack a lot more than it's shown here, but maybe it's neutral attack. I have to actually hit them. Maybe I only hit them once. Be surprised if that's the case, but whatever. Oh, wait, neutral. I was doing neutral special. That's why. The high five is neutral special. It's neutral attack. Okay. Well, that's why it only does it once.
We got a train
Alright, that's
load of
easy.
button punching to deliver.
My bad. Studio Ghibli characters would be fine, though I feel like that makes more sense as like a guest character in a Disney platform fighter, if a Disney platform fighter ever happened, because doesn't Disney distribute Studio Ghibli in the West or whatever?
Prepare yourself.
I wouldn't mind a Studio Ghibli character at all. It'd be totally fine with me. Just like any other third party, like it's cool with me. Would be neat. There's some characters from that sort of thing that I really like, but it's not exactly. I don't know. I'm trying to keep my thoughts on who I want to the WB umbrella or just outside of it,
Let's see how
just for the
fast
flavor of the game and to not like get myself wanting something that may never happen. Again, not that third parties can't happen or won't happen, but yeah, I think Studio Ghibli would be the type of thing to if a Disney platform fighter came out, it might happen for it. So we'd have to like if the fan push was there, it would happen. For this game, it feels a little harder to get it. Again, not that it couldn't happen, but I feel like if they branch into something that's Disney related, it'd probably be Disney, like something else Disney. But maybe it would happen. I don't know. Alright, I'm performing a neutral attack 30 times. This is why I'm just spamming the sword move. A really useful tip, I mean, I'm playing on the PlayStation controller, so I don't know how it is on other controllers, but one of the trigger buttons just does your neutral attack, which is nice when you're moving around, because, like, if I'm running towards someone and I want to do Finn's, like, overhead sword attack, but I'm moving, like, I'll do his, like, stab. So I have to, like, prepare that without pressing anything and then start moving. But if I'm moving and I use the it's not the trigger, it's like the shoulder button, then I can do that easily. Or same in the air if I want to do a neutral air. I use that button for neutral attack generally, and my other button for attacking. I think that's really nice. I can't recall if I can do that. I mean, I guess I could set like the C stick to not have tilts or whatever in Smash, but I like having it the way MultiVersus has it here.
Stories aren't over yet.
At least as Finn, I find it very useful. Because Finn can move around and like moving around with that neutral sword attack charges it. It's like, see, my charge was all the way up. It's because I ran around. And then if you charge, you get the gem with the signature perk I have on for Finn. Go fully charged and then into the gem. Useful.
Match point.
Match
Red
point.
team.
How are we not winning? Probably because I'm sitting here talking about neutral attack. Spamming neutral attack. There it is.
Victory.
My cheapo spike. I love Finn's down attack. You can move with it, which is great. If you get somebody on the edge, it's just a great kill confirm move. Someone said Cyberpunk is amazing. So I tried to watch, or not watch. I tried to play Cyberpunk 2077 when it first came out. I didn't really care for it. Everybody's saying it's like much better now, and supposedly the anime is really good. So I'm probably gonna sit down and watch the anime at some point. I have quite a few things I need to watch. I gotta watch Hocus Pocus 2. I think came out yesterday. So I gotta watch that. I gotta watch the Cyberpunk anime. And if I like the Cyberpunk anime enough, maybe I'll give Cyberpunk 2077 a chance, because maybe I'll be like, man, this universe is pretty cool. And supposedly the game's updated and better than it was at launch, so maybe it'll actually hook me this time. Yeah, Dipper from Gravity Falls would be great. I know a lot of people want... See, I feel like that makes a little bit more sense than Studio Ghibli stuff from Disney. It almost makes more sense than, like, Mickey Mouse and stuff, because I like Mickey Mouse and everything like that, but to see, like, Finn and Steven fight Dipper, like, they're cartoons on cartoon channels and having them fight each other all in one game is kind of cooler to me. Like, SpongeBob being here would be pretty cool, honestly. That's almost cooler to me than... I guess Mickey Mouse versus Bugs Bunny would be cool, though. So maybe it's not more than getting Mickey Mouse in the game. But that sort of stuff makes a lot of sense, I think, to do for crossover content. Instead of just, like... oh, this thing happens, this is something I like, and it happens to be owned by Disney or something, you know, I'd rather see, I probably should have played Superman to try to get that last tank win, Superman or Wonder Woman, on my milestones. But yeah, maybe if I do that video where I just go over the giant poll of characters, maybe I'll do it as a stream, because, like, right, usually all we do is talk about character speculation when I stream, right, and in the comments and stuff, but when I do that, you know, I'm half playing a match like I'm doing right now, but if I had a big list of characters and we were all discussing them at the same time, then, you know, that might be a fun little stream video to make. And maybe doing that would help me narrow down a 20 most wanted characters or something list, and we can make that video afterwards. I'll probably make a another Multiverses video tomorrow, by the way. A couple things, nothing like major leak-wise, but there's like a few more things have happened in the last few days since I last made whatever my last Multiverse video was. I think it was the one right after Rick released about you know, the Joker data mine and stuff. But there's a couple more things to mention. A few other things happened, like officially with stuff. A few things like Tony mentioned. A few things Multiverses Twitter account stuff said. A couple things some data miners have said. So I'll probably make a video tomorrow. I don't know how long the video will be. I don't know how much stuff has happened. How do you guys feel about length of video, by the way? Would you rather have like a video almost every day, just talking about like the 4 or 5 things that happen for Multiverses, unless it's a day that like a lot happened, or would you rather have me wait and make like, you know, at least over 10-minute long videos that are you know, catching us up on what happened in the last like 5 days or a week or 3 days, you know, whatever it is. Personally, when I watch YouTube stuff, I tend to watch longer stuff. I tend to pick something and like want to watch it. But I know some people use YouTube almost more like clicking around articles online, and they'll watch a lot of like 3-minute videos every day of whatever happens. And that's not how I usually watch YouTube, because I'd rather read the article, because usually the headline of the article gives me all the information, and that's like, I'm done. If I'm gonna watch something on YouTube, I want to hear the person's opinion on it. I want to hear maybe because I haven't. I've been off the internet for the last couple days, so can somebody wrap up all the stuff of, or like I like a subject, but I haven't been paying attention to it closely. Can somebody else tell me what's been happening with said subject? So I'd rather a longer video, but
Choose your character.
Alpha Spook said they prefer the longer videos. Cool. Yeah, Fat Brown Plants the longer videos. Yeah, that's how I like to do it, so I'll probably just keep doing it the way I generally do it. I mean, every once in a while I do something short, like the new Pokemon that came out. I made a quick, like, that was only like a 4-minute long video, but it was just because they announced the Pokemon at like 5 a.m. I happened to be up, and I was looking at YouTube, and no one had posted anything. Not even other Pokemon specific channels were posting about it, so I was like, alright, I guess I'll make a video about it, so people will at least wake up to, you know, my subscribers will at least wake up to, hey, a new Pokemon got revealed. It's kind of under the radar. Walter White could most likely come out around either early or mid-2023. Maybe the main focus for the devs are characters that are already in the files. Yeah, I don't think, I think it'll be a little bit before we get a character that isn't on our big, you know, lineup of hugely actually characters and data mine characters. They might start pushing characters forward against those characters, but I think it's at least like season 2, probably more like season 3, and then characters that they might not have even, because there might be characters that didn't get data mine that they're working on, or at least have negotiation. They may have the rights to like 40 characters or 60 characters, something like that. So it may take till like season 3, 4, 5, 6 before we start getting. And it may take even well over a year or 2 before someone like Walter White happens, where this fan demand happened for it, and okay, now maybe Tony's going to work on trying to get that character for us. But they have to probably negotiate for the character, secure the rights, then come up with a moveset, then actually build the character, and then put them in the game. So it's quite a bit, you know, of a process, I'm sure, to get there. And there's probably a lot of characters that are further along in that process than some of the... Because I don't think the devs before this game started getting character speculation for it were thinking Walter White. Like, that definitely wasn't on their radar. So I imagine if Walter happened, he's like a year out minimum. But as far as non-data mine characters, that I think is at least a few months, at least season 2, probably more like season 3, 4, when we'll start seeing non-data mine characters. But again, they may move things around. Some of the characters got data mine. They may, like, because Tony already said, like, due to a few characters being highly requested, we've pushed them up. So there may be a character that, like, you know, they might have, let's say they have Marvin totally rendered with all his attacks and stuff like that. But Mordecai and Rigby are really, really popular. They're way up in the polls. So, you know, let's push Marvin back. We can release him at any time. Let's try to get Mordecai and Rigby out for season 2. And, you know, and Marvin will get pushed back to the end of season 2 or something. I'm just throwing stuff out there. You know, I can see that thought process happening. Okay, let's check the battle pass. See where we're at with it. Alright, so I need 413. I'm totally done with my daily missions. But any one of these will work. Literally, win a match as a tank character will finish the battle pass for us. Most assists in 25 games. I hate assists. That'll just happen in the background. Connect 200 fully charged attacks. That's pretty easy as Finn. 40 rematches. That's kind of a lot because it's 2 games. Every 2 games is 1 rematch. Projectile ringouts I hate doing. It's just because of the characters I play as. Certain characters get them easy. 50 games, that'll take a little while. Emote in 25 games, easy. So these 2 are easy to spam. This one I'll get instantly winning as a tank character. Alright, so should I play as a tank? I'll ask the chat. Should I play as a tank character? Should I spam fully charged attacks as Finn? Or should I just use... Oh, that's actually 25 different games. If that was an emote 25 times, it's 25 different games. Alright, so the 2 easiest ones are connect with the fully charged attacks, or play as a tank character. What do you think we should do for the end here, everybody? Projectile ringouts are easy with Shaggy. Yeah, they're sure. All right, someone said tank. That's definitely the quickest one. Okay, we'll just do a tank. We'll win as a tank. Watch me not be able to win as a tank. So who should I play as my tank character? Wonder Woman or Superman? I played Superman quite a bit already, but I play Wonder Woman all the time because there were stupid daily missions that are specific to her. On the note of Wonder Woman specific daily missions, so they switched it to Shaggy. I think I was talking about this earlier, but I'll say it again. They switched who you win in the tutorial to Shaggy, not Wonder Woman, who like you get for free. But I still have Shaggy locked. So, but they still give today's missions are still Wonder Woman specific. So if you beat the tutorial and got Shaggy because you just started playing the game, you still get those daily missions, I think, for Wonder Woman, and then you're locked out. So I really think they need to change the daily missions to have... I think in the closed alpha they had specifics for lots of different characters, if I'm remembering correctly. Or at least they had for a bunch of different classes. Now I only see the tank class. But they had stuff that was specific for me playing other characters. But now I feel like they're afraid to do that because they know some people might have those characters unlocked, and that's kind of cheap to lock them out of the daily missions. I would love for them to input some sort of algorithm that finds out which characters you have unlocked, and then you can get from a pool of daily missions that can be specific to any character you have unlocked. Or, if that's too hard to build that algorithm, they could do the daily missions coinciding with the free character rotations. So because we have a tank character, a bruiser character, an assassin, and a mage, all as, the free rotation characters right now, the daily missions during that free rotation could be play a match as a bruiser character, play a match as an assassin character, or whatever, or win a match so many times as those characters. And then when it switches, you can't get that again because it won't. So that way, no one's locked out of anything. Or they could do very Finn specific things like kill someone with Finn's high five. That could be a daily mission because right now the daily missions, they repeat the same stuff all the time. They're very broad. But then there's a couple specific Wonder Woman ones that they left in because you win it from the tutorial. I'd rather have lots of interesting things to try to do, but have it change up or be specific to what characters I have unlocked. I think the best way to do it is probably the rotation. That's probably the easiest way for them to do it. Because they would just lock what daily missions can get sent out to the character rotation. I suppose every once in a while it would probably glitch out. They'd probably be like, oh, the wrong character got put out into the daily missions. But that's the way I would probably implement it. I don't know how people feel about that. Yeah, you can't unlock Wonder Woman for free anymore. Exactly. You unlock Shaggy. So the projectile, block a projectile with Wonder Woman's Shield isn't a good daily mission to put out for everybody because not everybody has it unlocked. But if they switch it to Shaggy and I never unlock Shaggy or I have to spend whatever to unlock him, I mean I have the founder pack. I just haven't unlocked these characters because I haven't needed to. You know, then it's like, oh, well, I can't get a ring out with Shaggy's sandwich until I unlock him. So I'm not going to get today's daily mission for that. That's a bummer. And there's already people, I'm sure, who are locked behind the Wonder Woman dailies. So I think doing it to the character rotation is the smartest way. The best way would probably be to do it, you know, have the game read what characters you have unlocked and give you missions for a huge pool of every character that's unlocked. But the daily, or the weekly, whatever, every 2 week rotation characters, probably be easier to implement it. Yeah, hit a super sandwich with Shaggy 5 times. During the closed alpha, I believe there were other character-specific ones besides Wonder Woman. I could be wrong on that. I feel like I remember that's how it was. There was definitely, I feel like, more than just win a match as a tank character. I believe they had other things, like win a match as an assassin and stuff like that did exist. So, even if they get rid of character-specific ones, they should probably have class-specific ones, and you can move it around with the character rotation. Or have the character rotation always be a character of every single class, and then have the daily missions be every single class. And then you don't have to have any weird algorithm following which characters are unlocked. You just have to make sure that the character rotation is always of a character of each class. And there you go. Then your daily missions could be an easy pool of stuff, but you have a wider range of daily missions that will make me play as different characters. Because my Wonder Woman would definitely not be like one of my highest leveled characters had it not been that there's a lot of daily missions that require me to play as Wonder Woman. Yeah, people were saying Superman. Alright, I'll play Superman. Yeah, Deadpool being in this game would be a pretty good Wonder Woman would be a pretty good Marvel rep because Deadpool kind of breaks the fourth wall, so there'd be good dialogue from Deadpool against like DC characters and stuff. Like, oh, you're from that other comic franchise or whatever. Like, I could see it happening. All right. So what the heck was it? Oh, it's just win a match as a tank character, right? Why even do teams? We'll just do 1v1. If I lose, I can feel really bad about losing 1v1 against the bot.
As long as I'm standing, you can count on me.
Gizmo, silence enemies 3 times. There's a ton. I would love to have lots and lots of daily missions. Or, I mean, the seasonal milestones probably should stay broad because they're going to sit all season. A lot of them take a lot of times and they build up. And I might not want to play as a specific character. Like, I might not want to get, like, 30 Wonder Woman projectile blocks in a season because I'm playing Wonder Woman a lot. But the dailies could be character specific, or at least class specific, and that would be fun. I feel like, because it would get me moving around playing different characters all the time. But the seasonal milestones should probably stay broad things that you build up over, because a lot of times they just do it a lot of times. I don't mind them being class specific, like the tank one that I'm about to get here. But again, make the free character rotation one of every single class. So anybody out there can always do any of the milestones, any of the daily missions, because they're always going to have one of that character class unlocked to play as and be able to do it. Of course, they gave me Broken Rick to fight against.
Don't make me do this.
I don't know how good the AI is as Rick or how good the AI is in general. But Rick is a very good character. I have a feeling he'll get nerfed at some point here. I like him quite a bit, but he is good. I'm not a big Wonder Woman. I'm not a big Superman fan. Like, I just don't really care for Superman very much. But like, he's really fun to play as in this game. Like, I haven't played him much, but like, I can just tell trying to get people with the grab ring outs and stuff is like super fun. Kind of reminds me of like Ganondorf from Smash. Ganondorf is also just like, I'm not like big on Ganondorf, but that should be it. That should be the battle pass right there. So it's weird. I don't really care for the character, but I feel like he would be fun to pick up and learn how to play. So I don't know how Superman mains feel about that. I also love having Superman as a like a teammate. Like when I'm online, the other person's Superman. I don't know if Finn just has good synergy with Superman for whatever reason. Maybe because Superman slows people down and Finn's all about like being an assassin, fast character. But I love the Finn Superman team. It's probably my favorite team up that I get. Alright, so I want to match as a tank class character, so I don't have to play Superman again. I guess we'll get some Rick points. Do Rick versus Rick. See who the Rickest Rick is. Yes, AVGN is might be my most wanted character, even though AVGN not technically WB, but he's fought Bugs Bunny before. I'm a big AVGN fan. He's definitely my favorite YouTuber. He's one of the few YouTubers I ever really followed.
Prepare yourself.
He's fought Bugs Bunny before, which is just hilarious. He does have some, like, I know he was almost in a Godzilla movie, so he's definitely had some tangential, you know, what do I say, he's worked with WB, or sort of almost did, or something like, I don't know, there's enough there. But if they picked one YouTuber to get in the game, I feel like AVGN should be the one to get in. He's also like, AVGN is also like, he's a character. Like, it's a character he plays. You know, it's not James Rolfe, it's AVGN. It's a whole character he plays. And I have not played as Rick since last couple days here. Oh, I didn't realize before when I was playing as him, you can do like boom, boom, and then you can charge the missile, which is really cool. Ooh, somebody's asking me for Multiverses invite. I like the ski shoes, but you have to have the portal like cooling down to use them. That's maybe one thing I don't really care for in this game, though. I mean, it works. Like, I don't know how else I would have done it. But the cooldown moves into being other moves, they're not that bad once you get really used to a character. But I feel like it makes getting used to a character take a lot longer. For me, anyway, it like confuses me when I'm pressing the same button I did before and a different attack is happening now. Always makes it a little hard to learn the characters. But maybe that's just me. So glad he has a move from the latest season. I think that's cool. Can't attack being the Mega Seeds is great too.
Victory!
Okay, we still have his Get Swifty taunt stuck on like his default, even though you have to pay for it with Gleamium, or you're supposed to. Yeah, I do have the Founder Pack. Yeah, I did. I do have the Founders Pack. I bought the most expensive one, the $100 one. I have the like, if you see my name, it's gold, so that means you have the most expensive Founder Pack. I did that basically just to support the game more than anything. Like, I haven't even unlocked the full roster of characters. I probably will unlock the full roster of characters. I just haven't had to yet. I was going to sit down and like get everybody level 15 at some point, and then they made it twice as long. I'm still probably going to do that. I mean, maybe that'll be what I do now that now that I have the battle pass finished. Maybe I'll sit down and try to get every character, you know, to tier 15 or level 15. That'll be something to grind for, which will have me spending my Founder Pack tokens or whatever on all the characters. I mean, even if I spend, I think, all the tokens I have, I still have like 12 left, which I feel like will get me through into like next year, if not longer, for unlocking every new character that comes out. So not too worried about that. And then hopefully I can get up to 50 gold. I don't know, maybe around the end of this battle pass, but like mid-November or something, buy the Freddy icon, and then whatever gold I accumulate until you know, until I run out of character tokens. Then that gold will probably go towards unlocking characters. So I have some Gleamium over here sitting around too. So, you know, I have spent money on this game, but I play it a lot. I'm making content for it. I don't see a reason for me not to. All right, Battle Pass. Ta-da! Oh, did not. Oh, I have to. Right. Yeah, I forgot I have to actually click it. So there we go. We got that. These are just sitting here. Get them done, but let's click it. And there'll be like 300 extra Battle Pass points, but where do those go? Do they just don't go anywhere? All right, so I'm claiming my reward. Here it is. I'm Freakin Robin. I got it. Freakin Robin over here. Not that I play as LeBron James ever, but it's funny that Robin LeBron James variant is in the game before we got like Robin himself. And I guess I have 3 premium tokens, and this is a totally completed Battle Pass. I don't think I'll ever spend a premium token unless I really want something, but I would need to know for sure that I'm going to complete a battle pass before spending a premium token, because I don't don't want to spend one and then for whatever reason not end up completing the battle pass and feel like I wasted that token. But yeah, we'll spend one of them. Why not? Boom. Use token. Premium battle pass unlocked. And then, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna get a lot of stuff. Toon Squad, Task Force X, Flashback Garnet, Detective Tom and Jerry, Hilda Bugs. Oh, this is cool that they do like all this stuff is happening at once. Like that was all the variants. That's nice. This is better than I thought. Maybe we'd go one at a time through everything in order. This is cool. Nice. The ring outs. But doing 4 at a time is definitely nice. These are censored. These are very explicit Velma and Batman emotes, apparently. Explicit Finn emote. I like that one. I like the Yosemite Sam one. Oh, and the mushroom. Yeah, maybe I'll switch to the mushroom cloud because that's very Finn specific and I main Finn. The sun scream is pretty great too from Rick and Morty. Cool. All right. Sick. All right, we're done. We're done with the battle pass. I'm freaking Robin, exactly. Okay, so maybe should I change up my... Actually, I think it's in collection. Unless I got some new icons. I don't know if any of those were icons. I want that Fred icon. That's the one I want. I'm only like halfway there, though. I really should have taken advantage of the Morty thing, Morty fast gold trick that I made a video on, and I did not take advantage of it. I should have sat down and done it for like a day or two and just tried to get at least like, I don't know, another 5,000 to 10,000 gold doing it, but... I did it a little bit, but not like I never sat down and like was like, all right, for today, all I'm doing is playing Multiverses and just doing the Morty trick to just get a bunch of gold. I never did that. Totally should have. I would have been done with the battle pass a lot sooner if I did that. All right. Did I win any badges that would maybe I'd want to do instead? This one's what? It's really weird. A lot of the gold like badges and stuff are like. It's like a lot of gold, like 20,000 gold for max character. Like I'm not gonna spend. That's like all the gold I've accumulated. I'm not gonna spend. How many character unlocks is that on this badge? I mean, I'm gonna do it for the Fred icon because it's just like the clout of having it, and the Fred icon was the icon I was using during the closed alpha when it wasn't 50,000 gold, and I like Fred, so you know I'm gonna do that. And it's so early in the game, I feel like I'll be able to accumulate gold to still get characters while I have the founder pack character tokens. It's not gonna eat into my having gold for character unlocks too badly. But then the Rain Dog outfit is like 35,000 gold. Like they're making the gold stuff like really expensive. Like make a few things like maybe this one should be like 2,000 gold, like a character unlock. Or if it's more than a character unlock, maybe like 5,000 gold. But 20,000, that's so much. Do they realize how long it takes to get gold? Okay, so icons I have. Not too many new things. I get any new announcers? No, I think all the announcers you have to pay for. I might buy like the BMO or Lady Rainicorn one because those are pretty cool. The BMO one would be cool if I'm a Finn main, a BMO announcer that fits. I don't really want to get rid of my Alpha banner because it's so sweet. Mystery Ink one's pretty cool. This is like the legendary one you unlock from this battle pass, but. Yeah, this is still I think this is still my favorite one. I'm gonna keep it, and I like showing off that I was an alpha tester. All right, Ring Out. Ring Out is the founder pack thing, but since it was the most expensive founder pack, I'm already showing off I got the founder pack with my PapaGenos name being in gold. So I might do Mushroom Cloud. The Sun is pretty great too. Yosemite Sam's pretty cool. Marceline one's really cool. I'd probably switch to that as my Finn one, but I don't want to spend Galenium on it. I mean, maybe I will someday. Yeah, I guess we'll go with the Finn theme, the Mushroom Explosion, because it's the Mushroom Cloud from the Mushroom War from Adventure Time. I'm pretty sure. I think that's probably the one I'll go. Epic, rare. It's only rare, but I still like it. This one's epic. Yeah, I still probably like it best. We'll go for it with now. We'll go with it for now, not go for it with now. Alright. Cool. Alright, there we go. We got friggin' Robin here. Yeah, Stripe will probably be the next character. I'll read chat for a bit here before I end the stream. Classic Iron Giant was only like 600. Yeah, some of them are cheap. I feel like the prices are just so all over the place. I mean, I'm not the first person to mention this, but the prices are so all over the place. Like some of these guys, let's see some of the costumes here. Some of them are like the costumes don't cost much. Other costumes cost like a ton. Yeah, this one it's like the only thing that doesn't cost very much gold. 800 Gleamium. A lot of stuff is like around 800 Gleamium. But some things are like $20 for a variant. And it's like, that's crazy. I think once the shop happens, it'll probably make more sense because things should probably be expensive outside of the shop. But then while they're in rotation of the shop, it's like, oh, I caught that item in the shop this week, and I might want to pull the trigger on it now because it's, instead of being $20, it's like $5 on sale. Now's the time to get it, but I have to buy it this week. I understand wanting to incentivize stuff, so you want things to be expensive outside the shop and be less expensive in the shop. And if the shop gives an alternative amount of gold to buy things while they're in the shop, then that also makes sense to keep. Maybe that makes sense for the things that aren't ever going to be in the shop. Like maybe the Fred icon will never be there. I don't know. To be really expensive amounts of gold because they're like more about clout and just showing off how much gold you spent on it. So I feel like all this might make more sense once the shop happens. And I really do hope that they do excess battle points can get you gold or something because there should be a reason to continue to grind the game. More so than just the like 10 gold coins you get after a match. There should be a reason to grind the game, do something with battle pass points, do the specific missions after you've beaten the battle pass. Someone said they wish the animated Batman didn't look so weird. Does he look weird? I never even really noticed. It looks like animated series Batman to me. I like Batman the Animated Series quite a bit. Very good show. I mean, it's not a unpopular opinion or anything. The show is extremely popular. Oh, that it doesn't look that different, but it costs so much Gleamium. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a little, nah, I get it. I think they probably, the thought process behind it was everybody likes Batman the Animated Series. We have Kevin Conroy's voice for Batman. A lot of people are probably going to want to play as Batman the Animated Series Batman, so make it expensive because it's probably going to be a popular costume. I imagine that was probably the thought process there, but, yeah. In-game he looks a bit weird. I haven't noticed. Is he free rotation? No, he's not in the free rotation. I mean, I can unlock him and try it out and buy him for Gleamium, but I don't want to spend all that Gleamium and unlock him and everything right now. But
Oh, it's you. You've got my attention.
unfortunate if it looks a little weird in motion. I am wondering what the normal Joker, the default Joker look will look like. My guess is it might look like the way they have Joker's face, and it's like the animated series Joker in the background of the Batcave stage on the computer. So I imagine that might be the default look for Joker. But like obviously it's different than Harley Quinn, and they did stuff like Shaggy's more like classic looking Scooby-Doo, whereas Velma's more modern Scooby-Doo with her eyes. Like she has fully pupilled eyes. Shaggy has a dot for an eye. So I wonder how they'll do the default Joker look. I'm actually really curious about default like Teen Titans characters. Like will the default Raven be Raven from like 2003 Teen Titans, or will it be comic book Raven? I don't think it'll be Teen Titans Go because I feel like the dimensions are weird on that. Maybe they'll do a Teen Titans Go variant, but I imagine again the dimensions are kind of weird, so you might have to kind of make them look a little different than that. So I imagine that wouldn't be the default because it'd probably look a little off. But like Robin specifically, like you could do comic book Robin, you can do animated series Robin, you can do Teen Titans Robin, and then Robin himself has a ton of different costumes that he wears in different things. So, you know, I wonder what the default is going to be for some of these characters that are just so well known for multiple things. Is interesting. What do I think of the different screen select animations for certain skins? Oh, do they have different ones? Like, so Pajama Finn I think is the same as normal Finn. I think Cake is the same as... Yeah, it's the same as normal Jake. Are you asking what I would think of that being something they would give them? It'd be pretty cool. I mean, they have specific victory and loss animations for some of the skins. I think that's the better place to probably play around with specific animations for skins, is the victory and loss screen, because that's... You can put on still whatever emotes you want, so it wouldn't give them locked emotes, but it's a place where they can do something specific to the skin that, you know, differentiates it from the other character. Yeah, doing it on this character select screen wouldn't be a bad idea either. Though the victory and loss other people are going to see, and I think part of the reason of getting skins, specific profile icons, banners, all this stuff is to kind of show off. It's a bit of clout. It's a bit of customization that other people can see. So on the character select screen, it'd just be you seeing them do a different animation, but it would be cool. Actually, does Black Lantern Superman, I think, maybe did a different animation on the character select screen when we saw him. I think when they showed that off. Oh, did you already have them? Who has it? I just might not have that many. I don't have very many skins unlocked, I guess. Maybe I do now that I just did the battle pass. Actually, like, didn't I just get? But I don't have Garnet unlocked. Okay, the characters I have the Brunhilde Bugs. Does that have a different animation on character select? It does. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Any customization to the skins, different voice when a different voice is appropriate, different victory animation to show off their personality, different character select screen stuff. Yeah, I'm all for that. Totally. I love that the game has that. It's the little details like that. Having all the characters fully voice acted and everything. It's all those little details that I think make the game feel very polished. It's in open beta, so it feels kind of empty, but I think what they do have feels pretty polished, character-wise anyway. Like animations and what they're going for feels like it's like, they're not half-assing how they're going to implement the characters and skins and stuff. So I do appreciate that. Who else did I got? Oh, but I have to unlock them to see it. Yeah, I don't know if Freakin Robin has a different animation. The only one I have that I might have access to might be the Bugs Bunny one. Because my Finn and Jake variants don't have unique animations, and I don't think I have any other characters unlocked that I just got skins for from the Battle Pass. Yeah, the Bugs Bunny skin is a 10 out of 10 skin. Glad I got that one. Yeah, definitely great. There's some cool skins they've done so far. Then LeBron unlocked. I'm saving the gold for the Freddy icon. I have the Founders Pack. So like, I have 27 character tickets. I can unlock everyone here and still have like 12 character tickets for the next 12 characters. I just haven't done it yet. There's no reason why exactly. And like I said, now that the Battle Pass is complete, I might spend my days grinding up every single character to tier 15, just as something to do. Now that doing the daily missions isn't really something to do. And if I do that, then, I'd probably do the characters in rotation first, but eventually I'll probably have to start unlocking characters, so. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't unlocked people. I can be weird about stuff. If I'm not immediately going to, like, play as LeBron or something. Like, I have level 1 Tom and Jerry. I've been waiting for Tom and Jerry to go in the character rotation to get at least up to level 5 and get the 100 coins that you get. But they're I think the only character I played as them, but I played as them during the closed alpha, and then by the time the game came out, I don't think they've been in the free character rotation yet. So or if they were, maybe they were early on, and I just was like, nah, they didn't click with me, so I'm not playing as them. So, yeah, that's been that. Click on Rick and scroll over his skin. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he has a different one. Okay, so yeah. Oh, Morty. Does Morty have a different one? Because I feel like President Morty is he has a different win and loss. Yeah, okay, there we go. Cool. Yeah, I kind of did know this because I recognize these animations. I just hadn't thought about it as, hey, some of the skins have specific animations. I just wasn't really considering it. But the victory and loss screens on the character select screen, variant voices, all the little differences they do for the skins is pretty great. Happy with it. Dance taunt for Bugs, yeah, they'll go good with the Brunhilde one, dancing around. Do I think some of the character choices have been kind of weird? Morty feels forced in. Gizmo's source material is not really used in the game. The rumors of Beetlejuice. I'm actually, Beetlejuice is one of the characters I'm like most excited about because I like kind of some of the, like, Willy Wonka is one of the characters I want the most. I think Beetlejuice is really cool. Like, I do want this game to branch out besides Looney Tunes, Cartoon Network, and DC. I wanted, Gandalf here. I'm glad Game of Thrones is here. I do want this game to show its full scope of what it's capable of. So I'm happy Gremlins is here. Though, do I think the game is a little strange in the order we're getting things? Like, do I think Gremlins is really necessary this early on? That's yeah. I mean, that's a little strange. Like if I looked at the, let's say we look at the huge list of, data mined and potentially leaked fighters. Like, if they had 40 characters in front of them, it was like that list plus, the characters we have or something, or 60 characters, however many characters that is. They had that, and I had to pick like, all right, which are the first like 15 we're gonna do? Probably would have been a little different than what they did here. And then who we're gonna start rolling out first? Again, probably would have been a little different. I do feel like some things might be being requested by like WB. So like Rick and Morty coming out in time for the premiere or during the premiere is probably requested by WB. Maybe Gizmo and Stripe, because I know the Gremlins show got pushed back into next year. So maybe it was supposed to come out, so that's why they're like doing those characters now. Black Adam definitely feels like it's to cross promote things. Beetlejuice Wicked Witch might be Halloween stuff. That feels a little less like a corporate, requested cross promotion and more just like thematically, something to release this time of the year. But yeah, they may have certain characters that they're obligated to release at certain times, which may have tied their hands in some way. It is a little unfortunate that, like, if Gandalf was in the game, if they just gotten him out, and with the stages, if they just gotten that out before whatever the Embracer group bought the IP rights to Lord of the Rings, maybe we just have Gandalf, and just because the rights went away, it's like, well, we already got him in the game, so it's too late. So we take him out. So that's a little unfortunate. Or if maybe Gandalf was even in the closed alpha or something, maybe that would have locked in the like, no, he's already in the game, it's locked in. The stage is already there, it's locked in, the music's already there. But unfortunately, yeah, we might have to wait on Gandalf now. I do think it'll probably still happen. Like, I feel like if they're going for third party stuff, then if third party stuff isn't off the table, then yeah, they'll definitely try to get the character they already built, I'm sure. The other skins with different animations are Shagworthy. Okay, yeah, because he's very uptight version of Shaggy. Kung Fu Shaggy. Yeah, okay. I think I've seen that actually. And Combat Gizmo. Okay, that makes sense because he'd be more like focused. I feel like I know Black Lantern Superman because it's like the one official image of him is character select screen and he's like roaring with his hands out, and that isn't obviously Superman comes up and crosses his arms. So that was in my mind. It's like, oh yeah, right. There is a different variant animation on the character select screen. Yeah, I mean, I think Gandalf is likely. Like, I do think he will happen because they built him, essentially. But I think the thing with Gandalf is it's just like, well, we might have to wait like 6 months to a year before it comes out now instead of him being basically a base game character because there might be some negotiating the rights to get to use him stuff. Maybe it'll be much sooner than that. I don't know. But I feel like now they have to get the rights to him, whereas before they just had... I don't think they had any negotiations. It was just, oh, WB has that character, so put him in. Michael Jordan is a LeBron variant. That'd be fine. I mean, that would be kind of like... I have the feeling of 11 in the Dragon Quest 11 character in Smash, where I don't really like the Dragon Quest 11 character is the default look for hero. Like, I would much rather have Dragon Quest 3's Erdrick, be the default look. I wish that's the amiibo we got. That to me is more classic Dragon Quest. Makes me think of Dragon Quest. I just like the design better. So I feel that way. If Michael Jordan was a skin for LeBron, that's fine, because I don't think you'd build a moveset that would be any different than LeBron's for Michael Jordan, really. But it would be kind of like, man, I feel like MJ's the original Space Jam rep. LeBron should be the variant. But hey, whatever. What can you do? Does anybody still want Godzilla? Yeah, I want Godzilla badly, definitely. If it was like there's only going to be one other giant character, Godzilla would be my choice for that, for sure. So yeah, I definitely want Godzilla in this game. Okay, well, we got LeBron, we got the LeBron Robin. Finish the battle pass. Guess I'm gonna just end stream here. I know it only took like a little over an hour, I feel like, to do this, but yeah, so I just figured I might as well stream the end of the battle pass because it's my last time doing a battle pass stream till the next one. When new characters come out, I'll definitely stream Multiverses. Halloween event, potentially I'll do a stream for it then. Next season, obviously, I'll stream more stuff for the battle pass, at least at the start of the season. Probably at the end of the battle pass again. I'll probably make this a regular thing if I can time up the end of the battle pass to a good time to stream. And then maybe I'll try to get characters to level 15, so maybe I'll just do some random streams for that. But it is a little annoying that now, you know, pretty much all I have left to do is get better with characters, level up specific characters, and get gold. And doing the dailies and doing the seasonal milestones is just doesn't seem worth it. So, yeah, I feel like Lola should be her own character. She could, like, I understand she could have a fully basketball moveset, which would work decent because she comes from, you know, Space Jam. That's her origin. But I feel like Lola, she's been in other Looney Tunes content at this point. She could have different skins from stuff like that. And I feel like you could give her her own moveset. That could have some basketball moves, but I'd make it different than LeBron. I'd make her own character. I feel like in most instances, you should probably make something its own character when you can. I mean, there are some things like the different Gremlins from Gremlins probably work fine as stripe variants. Cake is Jake. If they get Fiona as Finn, that's fine. I mean, how else? You're going to make them fight the same way. Like, I don't feel like it would be... There's nothing that in Cake's moveset that I would really want here. A potential Cake moveset that, well, we just couldn't do it because it's Jake. I mean, it's a little weird Cake rides on the skateboard, but it's not that weird. Like, you know, it works. Yeah, third Adventure Time rep. It's a toss-up between Marceline and Ice King. I'd probably do Marceline for the female representation of we have Finn, Jake, get a girl character in from that show. Always feels good to, I feel like, try to have some diversity, gender and race-wise, when and where you can in certain IPs and stuff, when it makes sense to do so anyway. Just for... There's a lot of kids out there that are going to be playing games like MultiVersus, or I feel the same way about like Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl and stuff like that when they put in a certain amount of female characters and things like that. You know, kids like to play as... I think for older people, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'll play a character just because I like the character, but kids very much so seem to want to see themselves in shows and in things, and that's where I feel like the whole representative demographic stuff comes in. I think it doesn't really matter when you're older. Like, who cares? I like characters and things that are nothing like myself. I don't need to see myself in a character to have a relationship with that character that makes them feel like that's the character I want to play as. But kids definitely tend to gravitate towards that character looks like me, or I like that, or whatever. At least as far as something like a girl who likes Adventure Time is probably going to want to play as Marceline or Princess Bubblegum more than Finn or Jake. I just see that happening. So, you know, I think that's probably the way to go. But Ice King or Marceline next would be my choice. Either one is cool. They both have cool moveset potential and are both cool characters from that show. Okay, yeah, Flame Princess would be cool. Princess Bubblegum would be cool. Lemon Grab would be cool because he'd be able to interact with Rick and Morty, which would be funny. But I feel like Lemon Grab's further down on the Adventure Time tier list of kids. Probably Marceline Ice King for next, then Princess Bubblegum, Flame Princess, and then, I don't know, and whoever else for Adventure Time reps. Okay, alright, well, I'm going to end stream. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably stream more Multiverses. Maybe I'll stream leveling up to Characters 15. Maybe I'll stream the Halloween event. Other things when next season comes out and stuff. But we beat it. We beat the Battle Pass. I feel like changing it to 2 months is probably the sweet spot. That's just my opinion on it, though. I feel like this is a little long. But I am trying to keep in mind also that I probably played more Multiverses than a lot of other people out there would. Specifically because, one, I'm just playing it a lot because I like it quite a bit. And because... it just came out, so I have to think about, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, am I always for 2 months going to play it every single day to beat battle passes like this? What's a fair way to have a decently casual person be able to beat a battle pass in a reasonable amount of time, and what's too quick where you beat it and you have a month and a half left before the next one comes out? This feels like it was a little too quick, plus it was the first one. I feel like 2 months is probably the sweet spot because I just beat it in a month and a half, and I even took some days off. So I feel like with 2 months' time, I'd be able to beat the Battle Pass, giving a decent effort towards the Battle Pass every season. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. And it's also, I guess the other thing to think about would then be if Battle Passes are the same as seasons for the game, would every 2 months they have to make a new login screen? Would they have to, you know, how's that going to work? So I imagine since, again, it's an open beta and they're still changing the amounts of things, like how long it takes to get a character to level 50 and stuff. They're still tweaking things. I imagine they're still trying to figure out what they want to do for how long does a season of this game last? What does a season incorporate? I mean, a summer event when you can still buy the summer costumes right now, even though it's been over since the 27th, but it's not over. It's the same. So I think they're still trying to figure out exactly how the rotation of everything's going to work and how this game's going to work. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Freakin Robin. I got it. Catch you guys later.